It's okay, talk. Hi. Welcome to my tube. I was just dancing for rain. Talk! Look, this beautiful sight. That's the first time I've seen clouds in 5 days. Those are clouds. That's not smoke. That's not smoke. Them are clouds. I gotta tend to Tuck. I'll be right back. Pause. Come on. Buddy. Come on. Long enough. Huh? Thank you. Good boy. I gotta go. Come on. Benny, no. Good dog. Love you, boy. Good dog. Love you, boy. Sometimes I'm always the disciplinarian, but sometimes I gotta remember when I'm being like no and stern that I gotta say something nice. So I was just dancing it out. I got a lot of anxiety, a lot of yah-yah, so I think it's important. I learned a long time ago to dance my yah-yahs out. Alright, that was your chance. Now you're being rude. Go, go. Faster. Underlay, on the nose. Budja, boys. Come on, Beanie. Come on, Beanie. Come on, Beanie. Good dog. Go see Retta. Go sit with Retta. That's pretty short in the ceiling. Go. What's up? Ma don't feel good. She's already in bed. It's 6 o'clock. What do? You're powerless, you know. You just love them while you got them. So I was watching over a live because Jesse's on there doing a talk tonight, and so I was listening to a new channel that I never listened to, and the chat was pretty. I like the chats. That's the only social activity I get is in chat rooms. Reminds me of the early '80s. I didn't hang out in those then. I'm a little late to the show. So it was Good Dog, Draining the Swamp, number 222 episode. So he was going on about all kinds of stuff, and I was like, well, I gotta go do this live, so I'll be back later. See the yellow rose? Reminds me of my grandma's around. She's from Texas. She was born in El Paso. So when she came out to see me graduate from basic training, that was the last trip she took. She was 82 before she died when she was 86. So she got to go back to her homeland and touch base and resolve a lot of, look back at her life and look at where. Anyway, so even through all muck and mire and stuff. But ain't that a glorious sight, Ain't that a glorious sight? The sky. When you don't see the sky, you don't know how much you miss the sky. And that's actual freaking sky. I haven't seen the sky in 5 days, and it ain't because of any natural beings. It's because of all smoke, because people started them. There's a trip, Pockets of the Future, posted their video earlier. I'm like, ain't that a bitch? If that don't look just like California, where it's like it's just all the houses burn, but all the trees that landscape the houses are all fine. My ideas about that is gas. I think it's because they're all hooked up to gas lines, whether they get gas or not. The lines are right there, so and it's all stored. That's all infrastructure. It's all boom, boom, boom. So I think that's why a lot of people go up in fires, because gas. Man, when I lived in Omaha and I worked on floor 13, the Landmark building, there was an explosion at Emma's, I think, the restaurant. It was like a downtown favorite, people go for brunch and mimosas and shit like that. And the whole freaking building blew up, man. I got all kinds of pictures of that from the top, too, because I bring my camera in from the 11th and 13th. I got a lot of good shots. I got freaking 40,000 pictures on my cloud. Just since, what are the years? 2016. 15. 16. That's when I started getting the iPhone devices, and all my stuff started getting stored there. So And that's not even all of it, because I got a lot of my stuff on, like, externals and stuff like that. So anyway, big red truck went to the doctor today. About $500 worth. See, it just kills me to spend that much money on shit I can do myself. I just don't have it. I can't right now. So you got to spend for convenience, you know. So it's like 500. But people have been donating to my channel. So today I got half the. I did get half the cost covered. So that's just it's just like I get hit with one thing and then I'm received by a blessing and a gift of just like, hang on. Orange ones, those are my favorite. Mom keeps like, are you taking pictures? Yeah, I have so many pictures. This nature, this yard, this house is what's sustained me in my time in Oregon the last 4 years. It's been a long 4 years for me. People have been quarantined for this year. I've been doing it for 3 years. I live the same day, being a work-at-home daughter. Well, in that chat that I was over at, and on Big Dog's page, I was reminded, you know, people are like, our spirits, our souls pick this time to incarnate, to battle darkness, to be like, okay, I'm up for the fight. You know, when I'll do it, all the volunteers and stuff, you know, I've always been a volunteer, but sometimes I think there's a bee. It's more like a yellow jacket type guy, not less of a bee. I don't need no bee medicine today, please. No, thank you. I got enough bee medicine in me to last me a lifetime, please. No bee medicine today. I hate getting stung and bitten stuff. I just take it, grin and bear it, but it's like, I hate it. Being in pain. But you just adapt how to rise above it, how to ignore it, how to just be like, anyway, pain's funny. So big red truck, it needed oil. You know, I got an oil change today, so she's running healthy again. She's gonna get brakes and rotors on Wednesday, and so she'll stop good. And something on the, I can't remember the doohickey on the rear end, right side, but she's got other little things that hiccups that she needs tended to. But she'll get us to where we need to go, wherever that is. Now we just need the place to go. So. But I was reminded that I'm not real sure if I chose this incarnate or if I was drafted. They're like, Marge, we got a special job for you. We need you to go down to Earth on 1974 and be born. Now, you're only going to be 6 pounds, 4 ounces, and Mom's not going to hold you for 4 days, and you're not going to meet your dad until like day 7 or 8 or whenever he decides to show up. And you're going to pick these parents that are going to make you the toughest little nugget. You're just going to be a tough little nugget, Marge, and you're going to teach other people that you don't need to be big and bad or brazen or tough or mean to be a tough little nugget. You can be a soft little nugget too. Soft and hard little nugget. You know, and you got to teach people some stuff, Marge. And you're going to be mad about things for a lot, but you're going to get over that anger so you can help other people get past their anger. I was dancing around to My Chemical Romance. I'm not okay in my... That's a good song. I don't want to get copyright, so I listen to the music, and if you want to listen along, you know. That's the thing. I'm a fool, man. I don't care. I'll do whatever. Well, not whatever. I was so ignorant to, like, what are they doing with this Q stuff? Are they trying to demonize her? Are they trying to make it the good guy? I don't even understand. So I'm like, I'm Heyoka. Sometimes. Standing turtle. See, I'm standing turtle. But do you see how karma's working in the lives of cities? Because that's where collectively people are, and that's where they're collecting their karma. And that's why these big pockets of people that have just controlled people, they're all freaking out, getting wrought out for who they are and whatnot. I see Omaha in there. Hi, Frida. When we go, we're all connected. No bee medicine. Does Omaha have a totally different vibe? Omaha to me, see, but I was like, the thing I remember most is the atmosphere. Like, that's the thing, it was weird, is that it was just like in a time warp, a time zone. And it is such a small, because in the city of Omaha, there's less than 1 million people. There's only like 799 at the time when I lived there, and I lived there 15 years. And I was in all the groups that people thought were a big deal. I was in the Air Force during Operation Iraqi Bullcrap. I was, you know, and then I was thinking about that today. Then I worked at G4. I worked at all, you know, West Corp. And then there are companies. I did work at TD Ameritrade as like a line person giving quotes as stock options right out of my enlistment for like 6 weeks before I got a job at West Corp. But, and I was like, there was a snowstorm and a blizzard conditions, and I went because I was always Miss Central. You just show up to work. You don't you don't get a choice. You just get there. So, and I drove a Ford Taurus, and that was the best snow car I ever had. Freaking just keep it full of gas all the time, you know, on full all the time, and that thing is like a bullet. Go through freaking 16-inch, 18-inch snow drifts that the freaking snow plows would leave. Just, you know. So, I've freaking passed plenty of big old dumb trucks in the freaking in the drinks in the. But yeah, it was just like it's a veil because that's the thing. It's all military, so it's all go team, go team. But and it's all blood money. It's all blood money, and it's all like human trafficking. Omaha, that is the biggest hub of human trafficking. Chill, dude. When I worked at Cretan University, the Jesuit University, worked there 5 years, quit it because it was just a freaking. I felt dirty. I hated going to work. I couldn't be in a place that I hate because there's just misogyny and nastiness, and I hate when freaking inept men tell me, you know, how I need to behave, and I have to comply because they're my boss. It's just I was like, dude, if you know, and they all know it. They all know it. If you were my boss, this would be an entirely different conversation. They all knew it because sometimes I'd let them know. If you were my boss, this would be an entirely this whole situation right here would be entirely different if you were not my boss. And these fucking blanket motherfuckers, that's a great term for them, you know, because they all got freaking, they're all generals and brass, and they all own the whole freaking city, you know, and they, you know, and they bought it all, you know, and they freaking, and they got all the teams and all the, think about all the freaking, God, the shit I saw there, all the Broadway shows and just like freaking Olympic shit and skating shit and all that awards and pageantry and all that junk that people just wasted gazillions of dollars on, you know, to do the same things every year because all they really care about is their football, their college football. And that's weird that on this whole entire planet of Earth that like that's all they really give a fuck about is college. It's like, can't you like, you know, aim higher in life? But whatever. Hi, Roman. Hi. How are you today? I've been thinking about you a lot today. I saw the pictures of you. I believe they were pictures of you with the kids and the people and stuff. Because I've been thinking about my buddy Michael, and he was in Operation Desert Storm. And I know people that have been like South America and stuff like that. So it's just like, it kind of makes me mad that these evil doers have ruined it for the good heart and the good space because we just want to protect people. Roman, since you just got here, look, I've been praying for rain. We ain't got rain yet. But we got sky today. This is the first time we seen sky in 5 days. So I'll take it. It's a win. It's a win. And look, you know what's cool? Is when you look at clouds, those aren't just regular clouds because regular clouds don't have straight edges. You see? I believe that the motherships veil themselves in energy, and they're just always right. They're up there with the angels. They are the angels, for lack of a better term. But I got, it's promising, you know. Birds. Oh, I missed it. I was too slow. But signs of life is all. That's my point. There's signs of life. It's like stuff. It's like as bad as stuff gets. When I was over on that Big Dog channel earlier, or I was on the Lauren. She does meditation. Lauren Ostentine. Lauren. She's great for meditation. I love her voice. I use her for binaural beats. Hi, Heejin. Lauren Ostrowski-Fitton. She did a live earlier, and so I got to sit in on her live and be. And there's a lot of people hurting right now. There's a lot of people really struggling right now. And no matter what your situation is that the clouds clear and to hang on a little while longer. I found myself in the darkness, you know, because I haven't even seen shadows. See, I'm a person that is so tuned in to like systems, like sunrises and patterns, whether I want to be or not. I was like making jokes earlier. I'm like, I know when everybody poops in this house, and I wish I didn't. But that's a pretty much sums it up, you know. But I'm just like, I just don't want to know. Don't want to be in charge. I want to be, you know. And then it's like, easy what you wish for, Turbo, you know. And then so, but everybody's pattern. So when things like this, that's why I could never live in Alaska, because I need more consistency and stuff like that. That's why I have a hard time, because I got all this brain matter, this brain juice, this thinking juice, and I have so much energy. I have more energy these days, but my body's kind of hurting lately. But I feel good because I've been dancing for rain. Hopefully it'll come. I mean, it'll come. You know, it'll come. But you know, and when you get dark, I just think about the good times. You know, I had a lot of good. I've had my trips. I remember the first time I went to San Francisco was 1988, 89, 88, somewhere around there, 88. And I was 15 years old. And I remember I had my plaid, black and white. I have a picture of me in my driving outfit on the back of my friend Joyce's. She had a '67 fastback, Volkswagen fastback. She and her pops, and you know, that's how I got into cars and stuff when I was young. That's what I learned how to drive on, is Volkswagen Bug. And we went on down to San Francisco, and we took off that first exit there. Right off the bridge, or one of the first one off the bridge, and there's like a chevron right there. You come off the light. It's kind of, it's probably all different now. It's probably all, you know, the earthquake and all that stuff. You know, it's probably all rebuilt, but they come off the, you know, the first light, and we look at, there's fire and ambulance just pulled up across the street. I think it's the guy in the corner. And right off the exit, there was right at the gas station, there was a dude on the ground, and he was unresponsive, and people were like running up to him. He was you know, and it's just like, it was cool to see that they're running up to him, because, I mean, you know, I'm 15, I'm like, dude, that bum's dead, man. You know, welcome to San Francisco, you know? And then that's where I learned we went to see her old boyfriend, Al. And he worked at the Tower Record down there for years and years, Al. And he was, because I have a hard time, because I used to not look at, because people just lie and stuff. And so I just, you know, I try and look at people in the eye, but mostly they just don't see me either, so whatever. But he was like, you gotta look at people in the eye. Because it used to be when people make me uncomfortable, I wouldn't. Because I just, but now it's just like, I found my comfort, so I don't gotta look away. I'm also praying for Don't Drink the Kool-Aid. They're down there. It's Sally's Way. Like, people don't go through enough, right? It's like, it's not even that, like, people are going through a lot of shit. It's that so many people on the planet are going through so much shit. We're all just equally going through it. So what the beautiful part in all this is that people are really going to start figuring out how to make lives easy for more people. They're gonna start. It don't take much to build material. It don't. Dude. People. You got veterans that aren't using their VA loan. You know, they can get. It's just that the system is so broken. That's what's. It's coming down, but it's being rebuilt because a lot of powers are working and praying and meditating. I got to meditate about an hour today for the good of the whole. Because we're tired of the evildoers. We're tired of the controllers. We're tired of the baby. We're tired of the tunnels. Those tunnel peoples and what you put people through. You see, we all share the same consciousness, so sometimes when I know about stories, I go in with the men that are going up to do their jobs with them, and I will see what they see. And I will do that with them, and I will be comfort with them. So I don't ever try and deny these things. I just allow myself to feel them, and then summons in all the good that I know in this world to sit with me and to get past that scared, hurt, pain feeling and get people to rise into the vibe of love where you know you're safe, because safety is an inside job. That's what me and all kinds of other people are trying to teach people, that your safety and security is only gonna come from within inside you. It's not gonna come from anybody. I mean, I was watching that Big Dog show, and I'm like, listen, Aptina, these people, these, terminology, they just put names on groups, and I'm like, I thought that was a new, people were saying that, I thought that was a new cholesterol pill. And it's just like, because I don't hurt people. And I know that people hurt people and do gross, disgusting things to people, but it still amazes me on to which level. There's a triangle right there. You see it? I see a triangle. I can see if I can point it out. It's hard because the camera's backwards. No, I can't do it. My brain's back. Can't do it. There's one line. There's another. And then... my brain! The long one's on top. See it? I see a big triangle. They all come on. Maybe it's CGI. Who knows? I'm glad I make your heart big. I hope I make people's heart big. Not so big that they explode. Keep it simmered down now. I remember one time, how about this for my human days? I don't like synthetic drugs, but when I was younger, I would do synthetic drugs. I did my fair share of, because I would just consume things. I was a pig. I was an ego pig. I just wanted to feel things. I just wanted to do things. So when I was bussing, they put Go Fast in my iced coffee for me, because I didn't like the drip. So I didn't like putting stuff up my nose, because I hated that shit. So and then like, I don't know, I got into a dark place with these people, and I did this. You see, that's when I know that spirits and demons live, because I put myself in lower vibrational frequencies where they've been with me, But there's that whole thing that I learned when I was a little girl that always stuck with me, that in the name of Jesus Christ, I rebuke you, Satan. And so whenever I get, I blast, I just turn into a little lead light and be like, what's up? You coming? You coming into my light? Because I ain't going to your dark, homie. Come on over. Come on. Demon need a hug. Come on. You'll be alright. Yeah. I guess I'm crazy. I guess I'm okay with being crazy. But I don't get paid for it. But if crazy is living a joyful way in extreme circumstances, then I'm crazy. People used to always say, you're crazy. I'm like, no, I'm not. Crazy people are like locked up and are in hospital. And you know what I'm finding out? Crazy people tell the truth. And that's why they're locked up. The reality of the situation is that they're saying stuff that that people don't want to hear. I've known the storyline because I remember I read the police report when I came across it in Mom's important papers of my sexual abuse account of being penetrated as a 10-month-old baby. And when you read it in clinical terms, I didn't remember it happening. You don't remember it happening, but on a cellular remember, your spirit members, So people have denied the existence of things that have happened in my life. They've just always say that doesn't happen. And I'm like, but I'm telling you this has happened. And they're like, no, things like that don't happen, because they're just so willing to deny. And to see that all these truths are coming out for kids like me, because I'm what happens when like kids get neglected and stuff like that. I'm what happens when I'm what happens when kids get left. And I always went towards, because I always want to do the right thing. So in Jesus, mom always had us praying and stuff. So my programming is of the good. I solemnly believe, and I don't ever want to hurt anybody or anything. And it just is so weird to me how much people want to hurt people. But I think that once people start, figuring out that hurt people really hurt people, you know, then things are really going to start switching gears. See, there's too many people hurting right now. Everybody's being affected right now. It don't matter if people do stuff on purpose or not. The why of any situation, it don't really matter. The fact of it is people are really struggling, and people are killing themselves. They're killing their families. They're taking themselves out. People are mental health is non-existent. Now it's just like mental survival at this point, because I mean there's so many people, like this, people are calling people zombies. That's fucked up. You know what? Those people are just people. They're just people that fell through the cracks of society. You know? They just have fallen through the cracks of society, and I'm like hanging on. I feel like I'm doing this, like, and I got mom hanging on my leg, and the dogs and the cat down there, and I'm just like, you up there, God? It's me, Margaret. I hung on the fence, and you didn't see it, but I said, did you hear my joke? Are you up there, God? It's me, Margaret, because that was a book series that I read when I was a little girl. I didn't want to hang on the fence in front of the roses, because that would have just stuck me, but I really was hanging on the fence. Anyway, a lot of people are hanging on the fence right now. Yeah, a lot of people. But I got clouds today, so that's all we got right now. That'd be cool. Draw an owl. My Mentalite City. Did your chute drag you? My chute's been drug a lot. My chute drug me. My horse drug me. The one I rode in on. I've been... It's because I don't let go, But I surrender. And hey, I'm just glad that there's not something freaking seriously wrong with the truck, man. And we're going into the cool months where she's not gonna burn oil so much. But I put in my phone. I gotta put in my phone. I haven't yet. I put in my phone for my car appointment, but I gotta put a reminder in to check the oil because freaking man, you live the same day over and over. Time passes like that. When you wake up at the same time and do the same thing over and over and over, weeks go like that, months go by like that. It's true, dog. Sounds like a scary dog. I only hear him like this time of day. Never seen him before in my life. Maybe it's a recording. Maybe it's CGI too. Anyway, I think I've rambled on long enough. I just was so excited about blue sky, seeing the blue sky. So are the birds. Birds are dancing around right now. I'm gonna let the cat out here in a little bit. He's inside. I can't have him missing him missing it. San Francisco. I can't wait to come back and visit San Francisco. I owe a girl, when I started a t-shirt. I started and failed my Straight People Like Rainbows 2 thing, like t-shirt thing, like 3 years ago, and I sold 5 of them. And I felt so bad because I never sent it to him that I'm like, I'm just going to go around, God willing, and just give these people their t-shirt and deliver it and apologize to them for taking so long, Because one's in Florida, somewhere around Fort Myers. And I got to go down and see DDK at New Orleans. Eat some funnel cake. They hate when you call their whatever. I ate all, and see, that's the thing is, all when I go visit places, I'll do everything that the locals do. Not the tour. I'm like, don't take me to the tourist shit. Take me to the places where the people that live here go. And so I did all that stuff. I don't like oysters on the. They were good though, but it's a texture thing for me. But you know, I'm just so excited about the blue sky. Anyway, I'm zoning out. What else? It's hard to surrender because it's a daily thing. Sometimes it's an hourly thing. Because the thing of it is I got so many ideas. I'm like, how come none of them ever work? And it's like, because God doesn't say so yet. It's divine time. You know what? Another thing, Roman, I've been watching. I know you don't watch TV. I don't think you watch TV. But I get like a lot of synchronistic codes and stuff through music and TV. And I've been watching Woke. And that takes place in San Francisco. So I have so many pictures of San Francisco. It gets people's heart. The time that we did the night tour at Alcatraz. No, that was a different time. It was a different trip. But another trip, we did the double-decker tourist tour, where you go and they give you all the hip jive stuff, and we stop at the art. The museum, that big with the huge pillars, when the freaking, after the last Control Alt Delete Earth wipeout, when the giants lived and the freaking star people were just freaking flying around like the Jetsons, freaking making pyramids and shit, using all their futuristic technology that the evildoers are keeping to themselves and have been for far too long, and now they got to share that shit with the rest of us, But those pillars, I'm like, dude, ain't no little people were up there like making those columns. That how many? Because I remember doing that. I'm like, how many of me would I have to go around to be one of these columns, But then people go, that's not how it happens. And these John Levi talks on that on his tube. He talks on the resot and looks at like the it runways and stuff like that. That's why we have the ones that are they're just on top of ones that have been here. So the world is a marvelous place. People are just not being told what the marvels are anymore. People forever and ever, have just been like, these are the history books you get. This is the narrative, and this is the only way life has been. And then all these people are going, that's a bunch of bullshit. Finally, people are calling bullshit. Bullshit. No, we want peace, love. We wanted this shit in the 60s, but you fuckers started Vietnam. We've always been wanting this shit, and then they always been taking it. So there's more people that want it, and so now we're going to take it. We're not gonna wait for you to give it to us anymore. We're gonna take it. We're gonna do it in peaceful means, in joyous means, and then if that doesn't work, then there's gonna be hell to pay. So that's you can't control people. You can't hurt people. You can't eat people. You can't sell people. You can't make people and then put them in products that people eat, to make them part of things that they don't know they're a part of. I don't think I can ever eat oatmeal again. And I had a hard time with oatmeal for years and years because of freaking, what was that movie with Eddie Murphy? The Golden Child. Yeah, The Golden Child. Where they try to get him to eat blood and stuff, so they put it in his oatmeal. And then, listen to Jesse and all these other people, these truth speakers that are coming out. They're like, dude, this is my life too. I'm like, those are the people I believe, because I'm like, hey, I'm like you. I'm one of those people that they said, no, your life ain't real either. Well, your life ain't real? Hey, my life ain't real. Let's get these people to see how real life really is. So, And it's really hard to see all these famous people that have sold their soul. They've literally sold their soul. They signed their names on a contract, probably in blood even, and so they could get the freaking, you know, Super Bowl. It's all freaking rituals. There's good rituals. And at the same time, the Satan cult rituals are doing their evil intentions. There's the light ones that are doing their little dances in the sun and light and the moon, and to freaking counteract their freaking evil shit. So it's all where you set your intentions for the highest vibration, which is love, or the lowest, which is all that earthly shit, money, greed, property, swinging dicks and chasing sensations. Women too. That's not it. When I speak, I don't speak in terms of gender, because women can be the biggest fucking swinging dick. Fucking that State Department lady. Ugh, I don't like her. Never have. I read people's energy. Energy doesn't lie, people do. Anyway, that's about all I got for now. I'll see you bright and early in the morning, God willing, and the creek don't rise. Hope you have a right evening. Peace.